title challenge sometime in 2017 for the winner. Big prize on offer. Some might say a whopper.
Both fighters want nothing more than to get back to that title shot. And that was a Burger King reference there from Steve Dawson. But we're seeing a nice relaxed style from Yokota. His nickname is Hage Haya, which means fast baldy.
Which is fantastic, isn't it?
By
It's a great nickname.
Teammates. But we could have a battle of the best nicknames here between the Asian Martin Nguyen and Fast Baldy.
I've got to give it to Fast Baldy, I'm afraid. But Nguyen has an awful lot to offer above and beyond nicknames here. In comes that flying teep kick from Yokota. And Nguyen was alert enough to back away from that and the follow-up punches. You can see he's cocking that right leg, Yokota, all the time, just looking to do something with it.
Nguyen has told me that he wants to be a little bit more patient in this fight. He kind of lets emotions take over and he rushes in and he makes a little bit of mistakes sometimes. So he wants to be a little more patient and he really wants to be relaxed and composed in at least the first round of this fight.
Just as Yokota came in, Nguyen's overhand right looked to land. Caught quite a bit of glove, I think. That's how focused he is and how sharp the 27-year-old is.
We saw some of previous Nguyen's fights. He's got a big overhand right, and you can see the way Yokota is kind of inching his chin out there. He's not really keeping his chin tucked, and he just got caught right there by a right hand. So he's got to keep that chin a little bit down because Nguyen's got a powerful right hand.
He's throwing it, he's faking it. It's going to be the dominant weapon in these early moments anyway. There it is again, countering the left jab. It came over the top of the jab. And Yokota will have had a good view of that already. Let's see what he's going to do about it. The way Nguyen beat Christian Lee, who had such a lot of attention, and deservedly so, it was something of a destruction. And really raised his profile at the back end of a very, very substantial 14 months for this Australian fighter. The situation.
Action! You can see how composed and relaxed Yokota is. He's threatening that foot. He's really kind of lifting that back leg up to sort of threaten that rear leg push kick.
That overhand right is genuinely overhand, isn't it? The elbow is actually higher than the glove when it lands.
Yeah, Martin Nguyen throws a beautiful right hand, like he's throwing a baseball almost with that right hand. But and the way Yokota's got his hands down and his chin out, that's like it plays perfectly into that weapon of Nguyen's. Lots of feints, though, coming from Yokota.
Yeah, there are a lot.
So as you can see, it's kind of affected Martin. Like, he doesn't really know exactly what's coming from Yokota.
He wants that right leg, doesn't he? Oh, there's a big overhand right counter punch. And he's certainly hurt, and Olivier Coste jumps in, and Martin Nguyen has done it again. And this is another enormous scalp for the Australian. And it can't be very long before we see him in a rematch with Marok Gafarov, taking the plaudits of the fans. What a performance, and fair to say, Mitch, that when it came, we were all a little bit stunned.
I wasn't stunned at all, Steve, because that was actually, I couldn't have scripted it better. The way Yokota had his chin out, his hands down, Martin was stepping it in, he landed it twice before. He set it up perfectly to connect with a big right hand, drop Yokota, and then jumped all over him. Here it is again. Oh! You see Yokota drop the hands, and then Martin Nguyen just swarms all over him, and Olivier Coste jumps in to save the day. Beautiful technique from Martin Nguyen.